Hi, my name is Peter, and you are watching me in the VR experience called Perfect. Perfect is well, it's not a game, it's an experience you can buy in the PlayStation Store. It basically gives you three different landscapes, and for those different landscapes, a day and a night setting where you can hang out and, well, as they phrase it, escape to virtual reality. Now, the graphics are actually not that perfect. I've seen better, but it's still looking good. And I guess if I was living in a country where it is legal to consume weed, I would do that for this. So, what can you do here besides look around? Nothing, actually. There's beams that you can see the red beam over there. Those allow you actually to change the spot. Like if I go look at that and press X, I will teleport to a different place and can look around here. And that's about the whole experience you're getting. Now, today I actually didn't want to talk about Perfect. I just picked Perfect as the experience or the video used for my voice comment. Mostly because the stuff that I wanted to talk about is hard to record. The thing is, most of the time when I talk to people who have not experienced VR yet about VR, one of their first reactions is, "Oh, so how is VR porn?" And I have to confess, until I started the research for this video, I hadn't even looked. So, I'm not going to completely talk about porn all the time now. What I'm going to talk about is actually movies and VR, because that's a bit more broad spectrum. There's not only porn movies, but, well, porn is a part of that. The thing is, I've watched a few movies on the Oculus, like the Mr. Robot. There's a Mr. Robot episode about 17 minutes long, which is 3D, 360 degrees. So you can basically follow the main character around on a date, and it's really interesting. And if you're a fan of the show, it's a great watch. Then there's the thing that, and if you go to the cinema, you can watch movies there in 3D. If you have a 3D TV, you can watch movies in 3D. This is not really VR, but I feel it's a subject that actually plays into this, and I'm kind of, well, surprised that Sony, when they made the PlayStation VR, left that part completely out. Meaning you cannot watch 3D movies in it, and like a virtual cinema or something. The version 2.5 of the media player of the PlayStation actually added what they call a VR mode, but what it actually is a 360 degrees mode. It's not a real VR mode, because, well, it's not 3D, and that's kind of the difference, I guess. So, you have to go through a lot of annoying things to actually watch videos in VR mode. You have to have the videos in a specific format. And actually, I wasn't able to convert one of the videos I made myself. I have a 360 degree camera. I was not able to actually convert it to the format that the PlayStation would understand. Simply because the details that I got on the video format didn't seem to be enough. I guess something is wrong with the audio or whatever. When I want to play it, it doesn't play. Now, if you actually Google for PlayStation VR and porn, then you will actually get to the manuals, to the tutorials on how to do what you basically have to do for every 360 degree movie that you want to watch on the PlayStation VR. You have to copy it on a hard disk or on a USB stick that's formatted to exFAT, and Then you have to plug this into your PlayStation VR, you have to launch the normal media player, and you have to switch that to VR mode, and then you can watch the video in 360 degrees with your PlayStation VR, allowing you to have a look around. I would have shown you a bit of that if actually I could make any screenshots or record in that mode. But Sony, well, they decided not to allow that. If you with your PC go to YouTube or with your mobile phone, you can actually watch 360 degrees videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch side by side, which is the 3D part there. But the YouTube player for the PlayStation is not supporting VR yet. So 360 degree videos won't be shown in the S360 degree. You cannot do that on YouTube. The same goes for the other media players. I didn't really find any that supports it from the ones that are available by default. I did find the little Star VR player. I'm kind of not really convinced by it because, well, it's simply a 360 degree player. The quality of the videos is quite bad. It's like, I don't know, it's less than a lot less in resolution than it should be when streaming. Even if you download it, and it allows you to download videos, and you get a better quality there, there's still a lot of compression artifacts in there, so they have compressed it quite hard. And I actually watched or re-watched the Mr. Robot episode on that, and besides the lower resolution, and as I said, it's lower than what the PlayStation VR can do, but even there, the artifacts are extremely bad. And one more thing, if you get to YouTube and you can watch that video on YouTube, you can pan around with your mouse, or if you have a mobile, you can turn the mobile around to look around there. You can put it in one of those cardboard-like glasses. You will get side-by-side video. Actually, I think it's bottom and top video, but that doesn't really matter. You get a video that has actually a track for your left eye and a track for your right eye, and by that you will get the 3D effect. Well, Little Star VR, they don't have that second track. I went to their website. You can watch the videos that on the website there as well. You can pan around. It's basically the same thing. Because I didn't notice the 3D effect, and I was wondering if that's because there is no 3D, which it turned out to be, or because the artifacts are just destroying it. I actually downloaded the video that the player there was showing by just copying the URL from my debugging tools, and I looked at the video source, and well, there's only one track. It's a mono video. There is no stereo side in there. So yeah, Little Star, it's nice if you want to have a look at 360 degree videos. It's the same thing you can do in the media player. It's the same thing you have to do in the media player if you want to download porn for the 360 degree stuff. The sites like what they call virtual reality porn, or well, just Google it. Those sites, when they support PlayStation VR, they usually have mono, a 2D 360 degree video for you that you can download, put on your USB stick, plug in there, and have your fun. The same goes if you want to watch any form of 360 degree video on the PlayStation VR. You have to download one that's 2D. There is no support for 3D, and that's actually quite sad. Sony, what are you thinking? Now, I don't know. I don't really know about movies in VR or in the glasses. It is kind of a nice effect, and it was interesting to watch that Mr. Robot episode, and I actually watched one of those porns, but the porn actually did 180 degrees, not 360, I guess, that was a smart move because it's less data that needs to be put into the file. It's better to compress a lot of black on the back and stuff like that. And when you're watching porn, you're not really looking where no actresses, right? Well, but that's about it. It's a nice effect, but I don't think the amount of extra production money, oh, maybe for porn, but for other stuff is worth it. Meaning, to create movies that are 360-degree movies, the effort that the production team has to put in there, the amount of money they have to sink in producing it, is not actually rewarding enough or giving enough reward to cover that. I don't think it will be very common to watch Hollywood movies in 360 degree anytime soon. One of the most simple reasons is that if you want to have real VR, then it has to be something that you can interact with. In those movies, all you can do is turn your head around, which is, well, it's a movie, so, but if you really want to have an immersive experience, then you have at least some form of interacting. Now, well, that was my thoughts on, well, porn or other movies here. I hope this is interesting or helpful to any of you. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. It's the 24th of December, which in Germany, where I live, is seen as the start of Christmas. In other countries, I know they're not really celebrating Christmas Eve. For a lot of people in Germany, it's one of the main days of Christmas. So, if it's too early for you that I'm saying this, I'm sorry, but Merry Christmas. I'm going to be in Cologne in Germany over the next few days. So, there's a high chance I won't make another video this year. So, if you don't see a video from me in the next few days, then Happy New Year as well, and see you then.